last show ever.
RJ!
All right, the whole move's canceled.
We love you, RJ.
That's all it just took. All right, thank you again. How many people are seeing the NCrowd for the first time tonight? A round of applause. All right.
Hey.
So, how many people are seeing improv comedy of any variety for the first time tonight? Awesome. So improv is just that. It's improvised on the spot. We're making it up. We've never done it before. We're never going to do it again. But we need your help a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to need some reactions, right? So let's say this is going to happen. Let's say I make a joke a little too soon, a little off kilter. You might be like,
What if you were to see, and this is going to happen once or twice, a really tender moment on stage, like a Full House moment, when Uncle Jesse finds Stephanie's drug stash, and then he describes to her the dangers of addiction, and then she learns a valuable lesson. What sound would you make after that?
Aww.
Yeah. And we're also going to need some suggestions, right? We're going to be playing a bunch of games. We're going to need suggestions to get us started. So we might ask something like...
What's your favorite color?
Yellow. Say...
Chartreuse. Blue was the correct answer.
Yeah.
Name an animal that you can find at the zoo.
Giraffe.
You guys got it.
Those are animals you can find at the zoo. That's very true.
So, most of all, what we're going to need is your unbridled enthusiasm, applause, and laughter, because if we don't get it, we'll cry because we're broken inside.
I will not be able to sleep tonight.
Yeah, empty inside. So we've been back there warming up. We're going to warm you up a little bit. We're going to split the audience in half. I'm going to take this side.
I'm going to take this side. So right down the middle.
Yeah, you guys are with me. You'll follow me. So let's say you're like at a golf event, right? Somebody makes a nice putt. You just might be like...
Or what if you're at a slightly more hardcore golf event, and it's like mini golf with pyrotechnics, but like it's just like bottle rockets. It's not that impressive, but it's a little more impressive than just a golf class.
Stephen Curry golf.
A little bit higher than that.
Yeah.
And then what if you're at a sport where they actually are allowing tackling now in golf?
Football golf. Yeah.
All right, and then all the way up here is golf, but it's like glow-in-the-dark laser tag golf, and everyone that you play with is actually a genetically enhanced gorilla.
What?
All the way up here. Well, how much would you applaud for golf to watch?
Yeah!
And even higher than that is an NCrowd show! All right, again, you guys are with me, so we're just going to start, just come with me.
Sarah, give them a round of applause. My name is Ben, and I'm going to host the first part of the show. Our first game is for RJ and Nick, and it is called Ding. Our two players will be doing a scene at any point in time. I can ring this bell, and they have to change the last thing they said. Something different has to come out of their mouths. New words form and are said. Come up with something else to say. All right, so for these two, let's get a suggestion of some type of relationship. Maybe it's a relationship you have to the person you're sitting next
Platonic.
to. Platonic is your suggestion, like a large percentage of your relationship. And this game is Ding.
Specific, Nick.
I'm just not into you in that way.
Yeah, the same. I'm settled. Like, this is good.
Oh, so we're agreed then. It's platonic. We're agreed then. There's no whip wop. We're agreed then that my penis will not go into any of your. We're agreed then that there will be no touching of lips or really other body parts.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I just want another body in a room the that I'm in, and I want to be thinking of other things.
Cool. This is going great. Most of my Tinder dates don't, like, they're kind of confused when I'm like, hey, I just want to be friends.
What? This is crazy. Me too. Every time I go on a date, it's like, so when are we gonna start kissing? And every time I go on a date, it's like, oh, what, is that your car? Every time we go on a date, it's like, you had a dog in your picture. Where is that dog? Every time I go on a date on Tinder, it's like, what? Like, you were far away in that photo. Every time I go on a date on Tinder, it's like I made a mistake. I was trying to swipe the other way. This is a fluke.
Yeah. Listen. I don't need love in my life right now. It's the furthest thing from what I need.
Aww.
It's the second furthest thing away.
Aww.
We both know what number one.
Yeah, we do.
What number one is.
What is it? I'll tell you what it is. Cucumbers. I hate them.
Yeah.
I despise them. I wish that they were never invented.
Yeah, I'm sorry for that, for being the man who invented cucumbers.
Bastard. Son of a bitch. How did we get this? It's okay?
I like to think of someone inventing cucumbers. That's funny. Our next game is for Dan, Sarah, and Marsley. This game is called Instant Soap Opera. Here at the NCrowd, we have discovered a secret formula where you can turn any scene into a soap opera. All you need are three very specific things. You need one player staring out into the distance, the 1,000-yard stare. You need another player on profile looking at one of their co-players. And then you need a third player draped over a piece of furniture or otherwise prone. Our players are going to maintain these positions throughout the scene. However, they can move from one position to the other, but if they move, their friends have to accommodate said move by switching their own position. And if at any point in time they're not in these three positions, you can shame them by giving them a little like, right? And then they'll know that they done screwed up, right? And so, all right, so we're going to see a soap opera. In order to start our scene, all we need from you, the audience, is some sort of topic that a soap opera generally would not be about. Groceries.
We stopped carrying plastic bags.
Listen to our son. He's disappointed because we don't care about the environment anymore.
Don't you care about me, though?
Yes, I do. I care more about you than you would ever think.
Then let me have the plastic bags. Let me have the plastic bags.
Look in the distance. ShopRite stares right at us.
The paper bags they use are from GMO trees.
Child, get up! So that your parents can hear you clearly.
I'm just so sullen that I can't stand up. You see, ShopRite's paper bags use genetically modified trees.
You hear your son?
I do.
Oh, it's too much.
I don't care about trees. I don't care about the earth.
I don't care about you. The earth is bigger than any one of us. The earth is bigger than... Well, the earth is bigger than the moon. Did you know? Look at the moon. It's smaller than where we are. And do you know what they don't have on the moon?
Plenty of things, but go on.
Plastic bags!
That was like science class. Our next game is for RJ and Nick. These two, thank you. Yeah, you can clap for them. They're awesome.
Yeah.
They're going to be doing a game called Old Job, New Job. These two they work somewhere. What type of job do they have?
Ditch digger.
They are ditch diggers. That is a good job. And RJ is going to be on, a new ditch digger, having just come from a totally unrelated type of job. What type of job is that?
Systems analyst.
As a systems analyst. I'd imagine that involves computer. Fucking no. So anyway, all right, this game is called Old Job, New Job.
Well, I brought my pickaxe. Is that what we use?
Well, we mainly use shovels, but you can just keep the dirt all loosey goosey for me with that pick.
Hold on a second. Did you try turning it on and off again?
Taking calls on the job.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. I figured because we were out, in nature and everything. Listen, if that's against the code,
It's solitary work. It's quiet. It's calming. It's unimportant, but we do it anyway. You ever see a field with no ditches and went like, oh?
All right. Well, I guess how does this work? I suppose there's some type of robotic arm that's going to come over here and assist me. And I'll program that arm to do the manual labor for me. Is that how it works? In fact, why am I even holding this?
Hold the shovel. That's your shovel. You are the robotic arm. You are the thing. You program yourself. And let's get these ditches done.
I'm sorry, I might have to go to the help desk. A help desk around here somewhere and get some help with this job. Where's the help desk?
I guess it would be me.
Oh, you're the help desk. Okay, great. So here's the thing.
What's your ticket number?
241.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Is that what number you're on?
Yeah.
So yeah, listen, I got it. I don't quite understand the system here, so I figured I might try to analyze it with you. Analyze the new system. You know what I mean?
Leonard, the system we have works. It has always worked. It will continue to work until someone invents a robot. Now I'm afraid a robot's going to come and take my job. Thank you for that.
Oh.
But until that happens,
It's going to happen.
No! No!
So you're out here taking ditches. Robots actually have taken this job 50 years ago.
Our next game is for RJ and Marsley. This game
Yeah.
yeah. I think we can all agree that we have no idea what a systems analyst is. So, I just want to say that out loud. I just want to say that out loud. RJ and Marsley are going to be doing a scene, and then we are going to see that scene a couple of times in different film and theater styles. Also styles from literature. So think about the genres that you might see in your Netflix queue or whatever, like the different types of films, and also maybe different types of literature that you might experience. Also theater, if you ever go to that, you could say the types of styles that exists in too. I'm just thinking about things. All right, so we're going to see a scene, and then I'm going to ask you for suggestions of styles, so you can think about that while we're doing the scene. All right. For these two, let's get a suggestion. of some sort of location, but not like somewhere that you would point to on a map, but sort of like a non-geographic location, like a coffee shop or a bodega or something like that.
Dentist's office.
A dentist office. Thank you very much. Cool.
I'm just gonna take a look around here.
How is it?
You've been drinking too much candy water. I told you about that candy water.
Sorry, Doc. I tried to wean myself off, and it didn't work. and like last night, I knew I was coming here, so like I used a lot of Listerine, but I forgot to floss. So.
Yeah, it never amazes me how patients think that they can undo 6 months worth of bad oral hygiene with one vigorous brush.
It's more like 11 months, but what I.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna take some X-rays here.
That's a loud X-ray.
Yeah. Well, here's what I'm gonna recommend. Dentures.
What? No.
I can't. This is a mess. I can't clean all this.
Doc, I'm only 23. I can't have dentures. I have peers, and they're gonna judge me.
That's what peers do.
Perfect. All right, so that is our basic. Come on in. That is our basic. All right. Yeah. Give it up. As I promised, audience, please start shouting out different genres of film, theater, or literature that you might want to see that scene in.
Musical.
I will yell it if I hear it and get musical.
Harry Potter.
Action.
Harry Potter.
Period piece.
Action.
Shakespeare.
Romance.
Shakespeare.
Road trip.
Romance. Yes, road trip. That's a singular movie and also a genre of movies. All right, awesome. That's enough. We're gonna start this scene that we just saw in a dentist's office as a Harry Potter.
Harry, have you been drinking too much muggle juice?
I'm sorry, I sure have. Muggle juice is so bad for you, but and my mother told me not to drink. My mother is alive, right?
I think you do have a family of some sort. I don't quite know who or where.
Oh, well, I mean, I know, because I'm Harry Potter. I was just testing you.
I know that you know because I'm Hermione.
Oh, Hermione.
Where's the third one? What's their name?
The third one is the one that I refer to as Mother.
Alright.
That's behind closed doors, though. Go on, Hermione. Do the thing you are going to do.
Okay, presto changeo, bloom. Your teeth are fixed because I am, of course, a wizard. And that's what wizards do.
Wow, thank you so much, Wizard Hermione.
Harry.
You've given me a new set of teeth so that now my peers will not judge me.
Your mother will love them.
All right, we're now going to see that scene.
What did their systems analyst?
We're now going to see that scene in the genre of road trip.
Yo, bro.
Yo. Hey, have a seat. It's dangerous to...
Stand up in the car? I know. Sorry. I just, I'm so upset that my
girlfriend's hooking up with another guy.
What?
That's why we're going to Austin.
Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
Thanks for not missing. I didn't want to make eye contact because I gotta stay safe.
No, of course. Hey, I'm gonna smoke some weed.
Go right ahead. Hey, you mind like checking my teeth? Because I gotta keep my eyes on the road.
Oh, bro, it looks like you got a couple of cavities in there.
I've been drinking too much Mountain Dew.
That yellow number 5, man. Does it just hurt your teeth?
It hurts your soul.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it does. And finally, let's see this scene as an action musical. Oh, man.
Sugar water, fighting over the sugar water.
If anyone gets the sugar water before we do, they win.
Such a senseless war for us to be fighting, but we have nothing else to do.
We are the 2 most senior officers here in this war, and we must follow our commands whether or not we believe that they're right. Whether we believe that there's any point to this war or not.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's how many of your teeth will fall to the floor.
I was not aware that my teeth were falling out. Why would you say that in the middle of war? Don't you know what this is about?
I'm sorry to scare you, but this news could not wait. Because your teeth might be falling out, and then you might get great.
Oh no, I don't know what to think except for fuck.
I am all finished hosting. I'm going to turn over to Dan. Give it up for Dan.
All right, the next game on our list is called Systems Analysis. We're not going to do that one. This game is for Ben, RJ, Sarah, and Marsley. And since we're not doing systems analysis, why don't we have each of these 4 members of the NCrowd come up with their own game?
What?
I'm going to be asking you for some letter in your name. It might be the first letter of your first name, but it's probably not going to be. And they're going to use that letter to inspire the game that they're going to come up with. So what is the second to last letter of your last name?
Holy shit, that's hard.
N. RJ. A game that begins with N, or is inspired by the letter N.
Okay, my game is going to be Never Ever Again! And we're all gonna go around, and we're all gonna say, like, something that nobody knows about us. Then one of the persons is gonna say, "Never ever again."
So RJ with Never Ever Again. Someone in the back row, what is the first letter of your middle name? Anyone in the back row? B. S. Ben, B and S will inspire your game.
This game's called Bullshit. This game,
How does bullshit play out?
I'm about to explain. In this game, we're gonna be ditch diggers, but one of us is new to the job. In this game, we are farmers who have been overwhelmed by the amount of feces that our bulls have generated, and so we need to come up with a plan for getting this bullshit out of our farm.
That went exactly how I thought it would. And to inspire Marsley's game, sir,
Yes.
what is the last letter of your favorite word in the English language?
Oh.
Oh, Marsley, O will inspire your game. The letter O.
This game is called Oh Snap. And the way you play Oh Snap is all of the improvisers are going to be doing a scene together, a group scene, as their favorite U.S. president. And when somebody's and once the other improvisers can guess who one another are, then they snap 3 times and then call them out by their name.
Let's get a round of snaps.
Oh, snap.
Ooh, jazzy. And to inspire Sarah's game. If I'm pointing at you, what's your favorite letter ever? What's your favorite
Q.
letter? Q. Sarah, the letter Q.
All right, this game's called Quiet Down. And what happens is we have to, it's whoever is the quietest wins. There's no words, yeah.
All right, you've heard all the games, and we at the NCrowd believe in democracy by round of applause. So if by round of applause, if you want to see us play Never Ever Again by RJ, give it up.
Woo! Yeah! RJ! Yeah!
That was awesome applause. I appreciate that. If any of the members of the NCrowd receive absolutely no noise as we vote for their game, that's the game we're actually going to play. Not really. If you want to see Ben's game, bullshit, make some noise.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Solid second place for now. If you would like to see Marsley's game, Oh Snap, round of snaps if you want to see Oh Snap. You made those snaps work. And then lastly, if you would like to see Sarah's game.
I think that means they won.
What about all of the above?
That sounded like Oh Snap to me.
What about
The NCrowd presents Systems and now Oh Snap.
Oh, school. 7 years ago.
Hey, how y'all doing? That's nice.
You? Is anyone behind me? Okay, good.
Hey, you want to see my wife? I hope not.
Nope, you're a funny guy.
I wrote this thing, and I think it will get us where we want to go. But should it start with we or us the people? Us the people. Us the people. Right?
Well, I think Abraham Lincoln should take this one.
Oscar! 7 years ago. We sounds better.
You're so smart.
Thomas Jefferson.
Hey, Rob, you want to go get a beer or something?
You're damn right.
Yeah, let's do it.
We guess all each other?
William Clinton.
We did it!
Those were indeed 4 presidents of the the United States. 2 of them were my favorites. So that was systems analysis. Next up, you're going to find out what it's like to have sex with the NCrowd. This game is for every member, including me, and it's called Sex With Me. So the way this is going to work, you're going to see how it's going to work, but all that I'm going to need from y'all is a single word that, similar to our soap opera game, something soap opera would never be about, something that you would not associate with sex at all, like a household object.
A flip phone.
A flip phone. NCrowd presents Flip Phone, Sex With Me.
Sex with me is like sex with a flip phone. Nobody's had it since 2007.
Sex with me is like a flip phone. You gotta press the same button 4 times to get anything accomplished.
Sex with me is like sex with a flip phone. You know you get your own ringtone, babe.
Sex with me is like a flip phone. It looks cool, but there's no connection.
Sex with me is like a flip phone. You want to play Snake?
Sex with me is like a flip phone. Don't connect to the internet or it's gonna cost a lot of money.
Sex with me is like sex with a flip phone. Basic AF.
Sex with me is like a flip phone. Free nights and weekends.
All right, let's get another word that has nothing to do with sex.
Mango.
A mango.
Sex with me is like sex with a mango. You can eat the whole thing in one sitting.
Yay!
Sex with me is like sex with a mango. Every time I try to get the outer layer off, I just cut my hands up.
Sex with me is like sex with a mango. Tropical.
Sex with me is like sex with a mango. It's good, wet, or dry.
Sex with me is like a mango. I only have it at Rita's.
All right, let's get another word.
Shoe.
A shoe. Sex with me is like a shoe.
Sex with me is like sex with a shoe because you can tie me up.
Hey!
Sex with me is like a shoe. Just walk all over me.
Sex with me is like a shoe. Everyone forgets about the tongue.
Sex with me is like sex with a shoe, not in the house.
Sex with me is like sex with a shoe. It's got soul.
Sex with me is like sex with a shoe. To spice things up, we added roller skates.
Sex with me is like sex with a shoe. Pay less.
Sex with me is like sex with a shoe. Always have socks.
Sex with me is like a shoe. They're actually cheapest at Target. Let's get one more word. One final word for sex with me.
Snail.
Snail. Sex with me is like a snail.
Sex with me is like sex with a snail. I'll get stuck on your rock.
Sex with me is like sex with a snail. I'll take it slow.
Sex with me is like sex with a snail. Do not add salt.
Sex with me is like sex with a snail, bathed in butter and garlic.
Sex with me is like sex with a snail. If I get scared, we'll go up in my shell.
Sex with me is like sex with a snail. Sometimes it's underwater.
Sex with me is like sex with a snail. There's more of us than you could ever imagine.
All right, I lied. Snail was not the last word. We're going to take one more word.
Lug wrench.
What is it?
Lug wrench.
Lug wrench. Sex
Not
with
like a
me
wrench.
is like a lug wrench. It's a wrench for lugs.
Sex with me is like a lug wrench. It's in my garage.
Sex with me is like sex with a lug wrench in your box.
Hey!
sex with me is like sex with a lug wrench, much better than Alan. That's a nice kind of wrench! And that's what it's like to have sex with the NCrowd. Mildly disappointed. All right, the last game I'm going to host before I pass this over to RJ is for RJ, Marsley, and Nick. Bring your chairs, because once you sit in those chairs, you're no longer going to see RJ, Marcy, and Nick. You're going to see 3 experts in their fields. They will introduce themselves. We will find out more about them. But ultimately, they are here to answer your life questions. They could be metaphysical, philosophical. It could be about personal information and advice that you want in your life right now. So think about those things. Think about the questions you may want to ask these folks as they introduce themselves. Sir?
Yeah, hi, I'm RJ, and I time travel here from 6 months into the future when I moved to Seattle. A lot of new ideas, a lot of new thoughts that I'm going to be telling you about, if you know what I mean.
Time traveling RJ. Not the same person at all. Gentleman in the middle, why don't you tell us a little about yourself?
My name's Devin. Devin the Destroyer. Devin the Destroyer Duncan. I'm a MMA fighter. And I love to beat people up. I've had 47 matches. 23 knockouts, all of them against me. I've won absolutely 0 of those matches. But I still believe in myself. Thank you.
Inspirational. Nothing but inspirational. Give it up for Devin the Destroyer Duncan. And then our last expert on the panel, why don't you introduce yourself?
Oh yeah, hi, I'm Rose. I saw we're doing construction here at this grocery store, but are all the aisles different now? This has been where pasta sauce is for like the longest I can remember, and now it's beans. I can't be here all day.
So Rose, the expert on grocery store planograms, self-pronounced. Rose, Devin, and RJ are here to answer your questions. So does anyone have something they would like to ask the panel of experts? Yes, sir.
Who invented the cucumber?
Who invented the cucumber? We are not interested in facts here, merely your opinions. So tell us who you think invented the cucumber and what that means to you.
Yeah, so I actually love cucumbers now, guys. Like, apparently it's like clean eating is the way to go. And like apparently when you like go to Burger King and get like 2 value meals, both with fries and both with extra drinks, and then also get like a 20-piece nugget, it's like, it's looked down upon. So yeah, who invented the cucumber? Let's just say I did. Because I love it.
Seems reasonable. Have you ever had an agua fresca? They're delicious. Cucumber water with some watermelon? It's the way to go. They have it a lot in Seattle. Devin!
Who invented the cucumber, huh? Well, I suspect it's someone whose name started with a Q. Well, and one more fact about this guy. Let's say his name is Quincy, yeah? Quincy. I bet Quincy tried to invent something and someone told him no. He lost. He probably lost about like 1 to 47 times. Or he didn't give up. And then wow, he got a cumber. He named it after himself.
We've all learned something today. Quincy Cumber. You know the full name of a cucumber now. Rose, I bet you have strong feelings about cucumbers. Who, in your opinion, invented the cucumber?
Oh, well, first off, that's the last thing I need. Another thing on my list. As far as who invented it, probably whoever invented putting bread next to juice. Because it's a wild idea and I don't understand it. I come in here working off muscle memory. I'm supposed to be out of here in 15 minutes. But now, I've got bread and I've got juice, but I don't need those things. I guess that's what the family's eating this week. And cucumbers. Oh.
So that's who invented the cucumber. Does anyone else have any life-threatening, pertinent, advice-riddled questions about the nature of the universe and how life could be better for you? Yes.
How do you handle bullies?
Ooh. How do you handle bullies? Let's start with Devin.
Please. How do you handle bullies, huh? Well, it all started when I was in kindergarten. I was new there, and there was a guy named Jake. They called him Jake the Snake. Because he liked to bring snakes to class and put them on my shoulder. And then the snake would like strangle me until I couldn't breathe. And then one day I woke up and I was like, whoa. Anyway, Jake was a bully. And I was like, you know what, Jake? I'm gonna beat you up because you're a bully. I'm gonna stand up to you. And so I swung at him. I missed. And then I somehow ended up hitting myself. And I ended up falling on the ground. But because I hit myself, Jake didn't hit me anymore. Hit yourself. Knock yourself out, you know?
Just take a dive. Bullies, they're all about power. If you surrender it all, they won't bother you. Rose, how do we deal with bullies?
Oh, well, I guess you just have to figure out how they work and go with the flow as best you can. I think I know what's going on here. It's in order of how heavy it is, but in a box, not in an invisible thing. Why are tomatoes here? If you have a bully, I guess just figure out what parts of them are heaviest and go to those first.
And
I need to get out of here soon.
lastly, future RJ.
Yeah, so really, you just gotta smoke them up. Because, weed is legal in Washington State, right? So you're smoking a lot of weed, And then you just offer it to the bully, like, hey, bully, what's all this shouting and yelling? Why don't you just suck on this?
So become a drug dealer.
What's legal?
Become a drug purveyor, and bullies won't bother you anymore.
Yes.
A dispensary owner, thank you. I think a gentleman right here had his hand raised for another question for our panel of experts.
Yes, thank you. I hate my job, and I'm about to be offered another job, but I think I'm going to hate that one too. But which one should I take?
Rose.
Change is bad. Change is awful. Change is what keeps you from being efficient. I can't go to another store now. This is where I have my deals card. And we have so many movies out of this red box. I'm not gonna come here just for red box.
Future RJ, how do you feel about change?
Here's my tip, dude. Don't take either of them and just fly across the country. Right across the country, as far as you can go. Just set up shop there and see what happens.
And then a conundrum about which job to take. Devin, how do you? What's your advice?
2 jobs, eh? So I say, take the second job and keep the first job because you never give up. Don't quit. Quitting is for quitters. You don't want to be a quitter because I'm not a quitter. Even if that first job defeated you, like 1, 2, 3, 47 times. You go to that second job and you let your boss know, hey, you could beat me, you could knock me out, knock me down in this grocery store, but I'm gonna get up Eventually, I may have some brain problems, eventually, but I'm gonna be here. And as a matter of fact, I'm so much not a quitter, that I'm gonna get a third job. Hi.
Let's give it up for our panel of experts. At this time, I'm going to hand over my hosting duties to RJ. Yeah!